by nature of who that man is and the universe in which he lives, one day in his life, he is going to come across a guy named Batman. And I know that that's not what this movie's about, and we're not probably ever going to see that. But hypothetically, what do you think his reaction is going to be the first time he sees a man dressed up as a bat?
I hadn't thought about that. I feel under pressure. I want to give you a great answer, something that's fun. You have a lot of energy. You seem excited. I want to reciprocate that.
Oh, no worries, no.
But I don't know what his reaction will be. I imagine that he would feel a surge of excitement.
Mm-hmm. That's all I needed to hear, because that's a wonderful image. I want to talk about the notebook, which is fascinating. I know you were given a blank notebook to kind of just start feeling out Arthur and kind of writing down a lot of thoughts. Was that the notebook that we see in the movie?
Mm-hmm.
It is? Do you still, if I were to crack that open right now and just start reading it, what would I find in there that would maybe help me understand Arthur more? And do you still have it?
Strangely, I don't still have it. I don't know how that happened. I'd ask for it.
So it's out there somewhere.
Yeah, someone named Joel has it. But I don't know that there would be anything. I think that it would cause you to ask more questions than feel like you had answers. Mm-hmm. And some of it just, I mean, a lot of it I don't think makes sense. It's a disorganized mind. And so it goes all over the place. But there's his fantasies about California.
Yeah.
So it was kind of all over.
What kind of California? What does that mean, fantasies about California?
Well, just this idea, what he thinks somebody that had never left Gotham, kind of what he imagined California might represent.
Wow. So I actually got into an argument last night with someone after we saw the movie, because I was talking about the fact that I sympathize with Arthur, and they said, how could you sympathize with that guy? He's a monster. And I go, well, you can still sympathize with him. Is it possible to feel bad for a monster without being a monster yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important, and I think ultimately the movie's somewhat about that, and it's about empathy in general, and having empathy for maybe those that are less fortunate or those that are left-footed with the world like Arthur is. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not maybe the wrong guy to ask. I sympathize with Scarface.
Right. Well, I mean, what's not to sympathize with?
Right.
He's just trying to run a business.
Right.
Yeah. You've talked a lot about being influenced by Taxi Driver and King of Comedy, and one of the things that those movies have in common with the Joker is that there are a lot of aspects where you have to question as an audience, is that real or is that in the head of the character that we're learning about? I'm curious, are you ready for the rest of your career to have people come up and give you theories about this movie and ask you about what's real? Because Scorsese has given very definitive answers. They talk about the end of Taxi Driver. He's like, no, that's real, that really happened.
I know what you mean.
Are you willing to give those answers?
I'm willing to give those answers, but not now.
Not now?
No, not for years. Because I think it's important that it's what I love about the movie, not to be immodest, but what I do love about the movie is the questions you have at the end, and that I've shown the movie to many different people, friends of mine, when we were editing, and they all had different theories, like you're saying, about what it means, what that means, what the end means. So I kind of like that. I think it's one of the fun things about filmmaking and making a movie like this. Particularly, you're making a movie called Joker. He's already an unreliable narrator because he's Joker.
You know, I watch a movie like this, and I think this is the direction I want to see comic book movies going, like hard, R-rated character studies. And I get, like Marvel characters, they're never going to get that. That's not what they're about. But if you could take any Marvel character and give them the Joker treatment, hard, R-rated character study, which one would you like to go deep into?
Well, that's a hard question because they do their thing so flawlessly. I would say, even though it makes no sense now because of the end of them, but for me it would be. Well, I don't know. I can't really answer.
Who were you about to say?
Well, I was going to say Iron Man because I love Robert Downey and I'd love to make this kind of movie with Downey. Not because I know that much about Iron Man and that world, but just because I get attracted to things through who could it be. So half the reason I loved writing Joker with Scott Silver was getting excited about, imagine if Joaquin Phoenix does this. So it's always very actor driven. So to answer that question, same with that. It's Robert Downey's one of my favorite human beings in the world. Like I want to
imagine what he could do with that.
Right.
Yeah. I mean this as a compliment. I love this movie so much. I almost don't want there to be a second one because I love how it ends, and it's just because. And then my mind just starts going, well, imagine where it's going to go from here.
Right.
In your head, do you know where his story goes from here?
Well, I don't think we're going to make a second
No.
one. I mean, that's just not in our
And I mean that as a
plans.
compliment.
No,
It's
I
not that I
know,
don't
and
wanna-
I
yeah.
agree with you. I mean, I feel the same way. So, but for fun, have me and Joaquin bounced around
Yeah.
ideas. We were doing it when we were shooting
Yeah.
because that's what you do sometimes.
I just asked him a fun question, and I'm surprised he actually gave me an answer because based on who this guy is and the universe in which he exists, one day that man is going to come toe-to-toe with Batman. It's
Right.
just what's going to happen.
Right.
What do you think that first meeting is going to be like? What is Arthur's reaction going to be to meeting Batman for the first time?
What did Joaquin say?
At first, he just said, like, I really want to give you a good answer because you seem like a good guy. Which
Sounds
one
like
was great. And then he just goes, he's going to get very excited.
Oh.
And that gave me chills.
Yeah, that's a good
Him
answer.
excited? Like,
Yeah.
how insane is
Yeah,
that?
that's a great answer.
Yeah. Mr.
I don't really have an answer except that he'll probably lose, meaning him.
Yeah.